Here's Shay Norling. Shay?
You're on the clock, and a player you like has fallen to your selection. As you're speaking with the advisors in the war room, you discover none of that player's teammates went to his birthday party. Do you still draft him?
Now, wait a minute, Cap. I can't pull it, but there's an example of that somewhere. Of a player, teammates not going to a player's birthday party because he's a bad guy.
Bo Callahan.
Yes.
Draft day.
Yes.
Well, first of all, knowing how much work goes into compiling a draft board, we're talking thousands of man hours and a fortune in money. I would hope we would have at our disposal all the homework on every guy that potentially could get drafted. We're not in the war room going, oh, God, he fell. What do we know? Oh, nobody went to his birthday party? So it's an unrealistic scenario?
Oh, so you agree the movie's unrealistic?
Not at all, because he knew that before draft day. He did his homework, Sonny Weaver Jr. But, yeah, that would be a deal breaker for me.
It would be.
It would be one of the characteristics. If he's not a good leader, I don't want a guy who's a bad leader. But again, there's a million factors that go into this.
Yeah, why wouldn't teammates go to your birthday party? What's wrong with you?
Right.
If they were invited. You found out the information, the intel that they were invited, like, nah.
Right, like if the whole team despises the guy, then that's a problem.
I know that we talked about this 2 years ago. You know what it was? Russell Wilson. Ciara throws a birthday party for Russell Wilson. We talked about it. And less than half of the team showed up.
Correct.
And so we thought, is that an issue with Russell Wilson? Only a certain amount of Broncos liked him.
Correct.
So it's very similar to
Very
draft day.
similar.
Yeah.
Very similar.
So I would say that is a deal breaker, yes. Like, so what's wrong with your character or your teammates don't support you? Also, I would wonder about the infrastructure and the character of my team, Cap. I'd be concerned about that as well. Are we not enough of a team to come together for a birthday party? What's the problem?
Well, especially as a quarterback, if your guys don't have your back, I don't want you. Period.
Shay.
All right, a similar situation, but maybe a little bit more realistic. You're on the clock, and the player at the very top of your draft board has fallen to your pick. You are primed to make this selection. You're about to pick up the phone and make the call. As one of your advisors tells you that the player has some racist tweets that are surfacing and beginning to go viral.
Two African-American quarterbacks starting against each other in the Super Bowl for the first time, fittingly. February 12th is Abe Lincoln's birthday. Here we go with the highlights.
You only have a couple minutes left on the clock as this information is going public and going viral on social media. What do you do?
Okay, so you're telling me I did not know this and it only surfaced in the 10 minutes while I'm on the clock.
Nobody knew this, just circumstance. The tweets started getting retweeted and now they're going viral.
And how virulent are these tweets?
Huh? I don't care
what degree of racism is he using.
Yeah, well, I don't care. I don't care how viral. I don't care how viral he is sexually. I care about the player.
No. Is it something? Did he retweet a joke that was in bad taste? Is it, oh my God?
They're rough posts from his account.
So worse than yours.
Probably.
You got 2 minutes left. What are you doing?
Yeah,
he's the best player on your board.
I'm probably moving on. I'm not taking him. If it's that bad, it's not. He retweeted a joke in poor taste. We can work with that. He had a horrible racial meltdown. Yeah, I can't bring you in. Sorry, can't do it.
Well, if you got a good enough board, you already are ready to move on, right? Just in case something like that happens, you should be at the ready, correct? Just in case.
I mean, I can't believe that we didn't know. They scrub and pour through every tweet you've ever sent, so we would know that. But if somehow, some way, something happened. Remember Laramie Tunsil falling because a video popped up of him
the gas mask
with a gas mask full of marijuana? Now you can do that right down here at one of the dispensaries. But back then, that was a huge deal.
Well, remember the Josh Allen song lyrics tweets?
I do.
And those didn't really hurt him.
I don't remember the Josh Allen. I remember Greg Olson being part of some song a rap song that they did at Miami.
Greg Olson rap?
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, yeah, it's there.
Yeah.
We talked about it at the time. Yep. No question about it.
So, yeah, I would absolutely pass. If it was that distasteful,
Of course.
I can't bring him in my locker room.
And by the way, the reason why that you'd pass is because you don't have time to get on the phone and ask, what's this all about? Because you'd want to have an investigation. Like, what was this? What were you thinking at the time? What was the circumstances?
Well, he says there's 2 minutes on the clock, and I said, all right, I'm going to speed dial a hoodie. Hey, Jonathan, tell me about the tweets. It was bad taste, or I got hacked. I can't trust it.
Right. You gotta move on. You gotta move on. You don't have time.
Correct.
Because that's more than just 10 minutes, Cap. You need to know now if this is the character and the player that you want to have for the next 5 years, 10 years, whatever it is.
Correct.
And so you just can't
Pass. I'm moving on.
You just have to. You got no other choice
Right.
in that scenario.
But then you're wondering, is this somebody putting this out there to get the guy to slide to him?
Whatever. You just don't want it on your hands.
Right.
That's it.
But I'm picking at 9 and I pass on him, go, God, that was the best player on my board. And at 17 or whatever number he is, Sean Payton's going,
fine.
bring him in.
You know what?
Because it's all nothing.
It's all good.
John Gruden gets a job. He's like, I want that guy.
That's it.
I mean, honest to God, man. I mean, that's the thing. And by the way, you'd have to look into your own dopey organization as well. Would you not? Because you say, have you gone through everything with a fine-tooth comb? Have you gone through everything, right? And then the last 10 minutes, Cap, coach, this. What? We had this guy drafted.
Yeah, where'd this come from? Right.
Now you got to look into your own dopey organization saying, how come you didn't do your due diligence?
Correct.
How come it comes up now before the draft?
Correct.
That's the worst. But you know what? There's a few of them out there. Badly run organizations that would go through that scenario.
No question.
Poorly run organizations. Usually can find them at the top of the draft.
Follow Chicago's Home for Sports on Twitch at ESPN 1000 Chicago. Cap and J Hood are back on Chicago's Home for Sports. ESPN Chicago.
Dealbreakers. Here's Shay Norling. Shay?
All right. Another fun one for Kaplan. You are the owner of an NFL team. And in the lead up to the draft, you discover that your GM has been shacking up with the capologist. He further mortgages the team's future in order to save his job by trading 2 extra first-round picks to move up in the draft for a player who was a lock to fall to them with their original first-round pick. Do you just fire this guy?
Hold on a second. The capologist is shacking up with who?
The general manager of the team.
Okay. And he trades to 2 extra first-round picks. Well, the question is, does he then come back up and trade 3 second-round picks to get another first-round pick and a punt returner who's an all-pro at the same time?
Buddy, do you see how ridiculous this movie is?
Oh, no question.
Sonny Weaver Jr. should have been on his ass. He should have been in a cardboard box in Cleveland.
And guess what? He walked out of there the big winner of the draft. Because First Take Shea would have fired him halfway through. He knows what he's doing. Just let him finish his deal. That's what Jennifer Garner said.
Comes out of this looking like a donkey.
Yeah. What if Bo Callahan was Patrick Mahomes and the other dude was A.J. McCarron?
Well, guess what? He knew that the Bo Callahan player was a bust. He's a bust. And that's what happened. And Brian Drew was the guy.
So is it a deal breaker or no?
Not a deal breaker. Just get your job done. I don't care who you're shacking up with. She's hot. I'm assuming. She's like
Jennifer Garner guy?
If she's like Jennifer Garner, I am. She's hot.
Buddy, you're firing his ass, right?
Oh, no question. I mean, that's easy.
I mean,
That's easy.
Sonny Weaver Jr. should be homeless. No credit score.
I mean, that's why it's entertainment. That's why it's a movie, right? Because that's not realistic at all, even though Cap makes it seem like it actually happened. But the movie is not realistic. My
Movie
God.
was phenomenal.
Oh, yeah. In your own head.
I will be watching it today on the treadmill.
Yeah, absolutely.
Get ready.
Yep. Got to know those lines by heart for our show tomorrow.
Ready to.
Oh, go ahead. Just roll off a few for us. Go ahead. Your favorite line.
Probably my favorite scene is when he goes back at the Seattle general manager, played by Patrick De'Esprit, and says, "You pancake eating blankety blank. You're going to give me all my picks back." And David Putney, just because I feel like it. Yeah. Let's go, Shay.
All right, your friend considers himself an amateur football scout.
Horrible. Go ahead.
All week, he has been blowing up your phone with text messages, obsessing over late-round draft prospects. He's sending YouTube links, telling you about players you've never heard of, saying the Bears need to draft this guy. Just endless text messages about 6th and 7th round prospects. It's harmless, but it's getting
Sounds
a
like
little
a
bit
Shay.
annoying. No, I have a buddy who does this, and it is frustrating. Do you tell your friend to stop blowing up your phone with all this crap, or you just let him do it?
Yeah, I tell him to stop, like I told you. Oh, I'm going to trade 126 for 254, 311, 996, and I'm drafting this kid out of Central Florida. No, I don't care. I don't care.
But there's draftniks out there, man, that go deep into it.
God
And
bless them.
those draft pools, that's an actual thing. If you get like a certain amount right or percentage right, you could win a prize. That's a thing.
It is? Mm-hmm. Didn't even know that.
Yeah, it's a draft. There's draft pools all over the place.
Yeah. No, it's when Norling comes up with players I've never heard of, probably never will, and
What do you mean comes up with?
You
They're
do.
real players.
yesterday I had to sit here and listen to you go, I'm trading to 18, and I'm getting 64, 129, 236, and 488, and I'm getting this
488?
guy from Idaho State whose mother happened to be from the Eastern Washington school, and
Yes.
they have a tie to the Bears.
Yes.
No, I don't care.
Yes. Now, just keep in mind, the lesson in this, Shay, is that the NFL draft is needless and useless to Cap, but draft day, real.
I love the
Watch it. Careful.
The Bears picks tonight. That's intriguing. The top 15, 20 picks, intriguing. The pick in the 4th round, I'll see you in camp. I'll be standing there with hoodie, and we'll wonder, can that guy play or not? Period.
That guy sucks. That's what I'll get a lot
That's
of.
it.
That guy can't play dead. How about
Yeah,
that?
Roshan Johnson's a good player, man. That was insulting to Roshan.
We
Poor
just had,
Roshan.
there's a nice young lady that walks by every day and waves to us. She literally just stopped in front of the studio, opened up her backpack, and took out a Joe Burrow jersey and is pointing at us. Number 1.
She's going to be wearing that at work today.
Yes.
I'd like to be there to see it.
Yes.
It's very good.
Yes.
She's got her Cincinnati stuff on. It's amazing, the melting pot in this city of different fandoms. There's a Packer fan walking by.
There it is.
Yuck.
Yeah! And a share of Detroit fans, too, boy. Plenty of the English D that we see every day.
The Lion fans?
No, the Tiger fan.
Oh, Tiger
Yeah,
fans.
the English D.
Yeah.
Plenty of that happens around here.
Yeah.
English D?
Yeah.
The script D
Excuse
is
me?
called an English D. Hoodie is correct.